Wake and bake sessions with Mac West. How y'all doing out there, world? You see, I'm back at it again. I can't complain. What I want to talk to y'all today about, excuse me. What I want to talk to y'all today about is the Haitian Revolution. About to get in this black history because I know y'all motherfuckers ain't got no black history shit at your goddamn job where y'all slaving any motherfucking way. So, anyways, let's get to it. Haiti Revolution. It started in the island of Hispaniola. They was exploited for their natural resources, gold, metals, but the most important was sugarcane. See, the Europeans looked at sugarcane as like a delicate or like a certain class level, like, a higher ranking. They was used for so many different things. Also heal for wounds. It was like a magical healer and things like that. So sugarcane was one of the big things that grew in abundance in Haiti. So that's what the white folks wanted to use, or excuse me, the Europeans wanted to use Haiti for it. It was to exploit about the sugarcane. You dig? Okay. Oh, it was the first place Christopher Columbus settled, made a settlement at, was in Haiti. The Moors told Christopher Columbus how to get there. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how he figured out his way to the Americas. And the first stop was Haiti. Okay, let's move on. See, black people, we always been a rebellious type of people. Don't think that they just gave us our slavery just to give it to us. Nah, we fought for every motherfucking. Don't think that they gave us freedom just because they gave it to us. Nah, they wanted slavery, so they're not going to give us any kind of freedom when we are the main source. You dig? So we had to fight for it. So when they start capturing Africans and bringing them over here to the Americas, to Haiti and stuff, guess what? We started to rebel on their ass immediately. Enough Africans escaped and created their own maroon towns. You dig? And that led up to the first revolutionary that I'm going to talk about. And his name is Mackendall. Mackendall, he was a herbalist, he was a preacher, and he freed himself from slavery. You dig? What Mackendall did was he was like a botanist. I believe I'm saying it right. A botanist. He was a botanist, and with that he learned how to manipulate plants into poisons and things like that. And he taught other Africans how to poison their masters. But he told them first that you had to kill the black collaborators, aka the Coons, the sellouts, the Uncle Toms, all of the black collaborators. They had to go first. Kill them simultaneously when you're killing the master. So that's what Mackendall did. He was successfully killed over 6,000 people. But then he was also snitched on. He was snitched on by a coon ass nigga. And then when he was captured, and right before he was about to die, he told his captorers that I'm going to come back reincarnated as a mosquito, and I'm going to kill y'all that way with malaria. Well, little did they know that what he said came true. Malaria was a big outbreak, when the wars was going on in Haiti. And they killed a lot of Europeans because they wasn't immune to it like the Africans and the Haitians was. So, spirituality was deep rooted into the Haitians and the Africans on that island. and they stuck with that and with those spirituality roots. They did not believe in Christianity. I'm sorry. They did not believe in other aspects of religion. They believed in voodoo, Yoruba, spirituality beliefs. You know, do your research. Continue with those. Next to the next page. You see, I wrote notes. Yeah, I came prepared for this motherfucker. The second revolutionary I want to talk about. His name is Duddy Bookman. Duddy Bookman, born from a revolutionary mother in Jamaica, sold to San Domingo as punishment to the mother. He was around 13, 14 years old. He was a Muslim. I'll tell you a little story. He was a very spiritual man. And when he had the Quran, he wouldn't let his Quran go because it was a gift from his mother. And the slave owners, was trying to take the book away from him, take the book away from him, and he wouldn't let it go. He wouldn't give it up. So what they did was they tied the book to him and then burnt the book on him. Motherfuckers. They burnt the book on him and they gave him the nickname Bookman. Well, that's how he got his name. Bookman. Alright? Okay, but then he had help from a sister. Don't believe that no revolution, that you will have any revolution without no woman. Okay? You just fighting. There's no revolution complete without a woman. So check it out. A woman named Cecilia Fatima helped Bookman go around the island, the Haitian islands, to gather more Haitians and more like-minded individuals up for the revolution. It was a 4-year process. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen like how it does in the movies. This shit took time. It took a whole lot of time. That means it was a whole lot of fighting in between them 4 years too, as well. So it's a lot of information and battles that, I don't know about. A lot of people ain't gonna know about, but this was a process. That's all I want to tell you. It was a long process. And some of his tactics to use in battle, he used spirituality, nature, and language to break free of the mental bondage. Now, how important is language? Why, you ask? Because if you speak in the same tongue as your oppressor, how far do you think you're going to get when your oppressor could understand what you're saying? So the first thing that they did was they had to change the language that they spoke. They spoke their own language so they could communicate amongst themselves. You dig? We need to take these hints. Okay? Alright, moving on. He believed that the soul was internal and he would rather die than be a slave. He believed that if you died, that you would be reborn in Africa anyway. So what's the point of fear of death? We all we got. You dig? Alright, moving on. So the spirituality aspect is that we always pray to our ancestors. We prayed and worshiped our ancestors, thinking that our ancestors was going to come back and give us some help. Well, that's where Hollywood got the concept of zombies from. Facts. They believed it was black magic and voodoo. Go back to your early Hollywood videos about zombies, and they will tell you that like it was in their own words, like, oh, this is some voodoo zombie like black magic type of stuff. The type of stuff that us black people that was our spirituality that we worship, and they wanted to scare the world and scare us as black people, so we wouldn't know this type of information. All right. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. August 14th was the day the actual the fighting of the revolution began. You dig? August 14th, 1791. Bookman told his followers that God is with you and you have the power of God, but it's up to you to use it. Powerful words. Listen to the voice inside you. That is the voice that's going to lead you to freedom. You don't need nobody else to lead you but that voice that's within you and inside your heart. Mm. That was a speak, poet. Speak. That's right. That was some poetic shit right there, goddamn. That one hit my soul when I heard that. Move it on, move it on. Go give you some more of these facts. Oh, his fighting tactics. More of his fighting tactics. He used guerrilla warfare, and he believed everything was a weapon. You know, he believed nature was a weapon. He believed that rock that you were sitting on was a place to sit, but it was also a stone to throw at your enemy. Use everything that you got. That's what we have to do, people. Okay. Also developed. He also fought with martial arts and capoeira. But then he was Bookman was caught eventually. You know, like all great leaders was. You know, he was caught eventually. And then he was beheaded. But the power of the revolution within it, within our people was already rooted deep, because the Europeans beheaded him, right? And after they beheaded him, they placed his head on a stake to scare everybody, but they didn't scare nobody. You know, the slaves and the revolutionaries that was still there, that was still riding, they just went up to him and they used to rub his head that was placed on a stake and said the revolution will continue. What? Like, we ride. You feel me? That's right. That's what they were saying. We ride with you to the end. The revolution's gonna continue whether you dead or not. They was banging. That's how you bang. Gang gang in here, nigga. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whatever the fuck y'all little niggas be talking about. That's gang gang, nigga. Everything. Over to the next page. This is one everybody know. Toussaint Louverture. Born May 20th into slavery. He was like a Europeanized slave, you know. Eventually he became a free man in his like early 30s. He became a general of the French military, you know, but he so being like indoctrinated with in the European like culture, they also accepted him into the military and then also let him become the first black general of the French military, you know. So obviously, at that time, he was still riding for black people. He was still fighting to abolish slavery. You dig? But at the same time, they was trying to turn him against our people. You know, trying to bribe him with money and things like that. And then on top of that, they let him like rise to his highest rank. You know, and when he rose to his highest rank, he was able to write a constitution that could abolish slavery. Because once again, he's in the French military, so he feels he's equal to these motherfuckers. You dig? So he writes this constitution to abolish slavery and sends it to Napoleon, General Napoleon, you know, and back in France. General Napoleon entertains the shit, tells him to come to France so they could talk about it and negotiate it. Now, from this point, this is where like his demise started. You know, he goes out to France to meet up with General Napoleon, and when he get there, Napoleon arrests him. Yep, I said it. arrest his own general, put him in jail. And eventually, like, he was in jail under so much bad conditions, he eventually starved to death. So he passed away. But his protege, runner-up, was a cold man. But all that ruckus that Mr. Toussaint Louverture, all the ruckus he stirred up, Napoleon sent this guy named Rochambeau back to the Americas, you feel me, back to Haiti, to exterminate all black people on the island. All of them. It's cold gangster. This some real shit. You can look this shit up. Look this shit up. That was his mission, to exterminate every black person on that island. And he said that, don't worry, Africa got plenty more. Look it up. Look it up. Get your facts. Get your facts. Okay, check it out. Okay, now we got Jean-Jacques Dessalines. I had to spark my blunt back up on this black. Ooh, I had to spark my blunt back up on him. Woo. Oh, shout out to King Palms. A good rap. Check it out. Check it out. Now we have Jean-Jacques Dessalines, right? He was raised by the Hobe military woman from Africa. That was a tribe. That was a warrior tribe back in Africa that was militarized and was also captured and brought to the Americas. And so she was over here. She raised him as a Dahomey warrior. So he was trained by a woman warrior. You feel me? Get that power back, women. Get that power back. Yeah. Y'all mighty and strong. That's right, goddammit. Guys of this goddamn earth. Check me out. So, his mother taught him everything he knew. But he knew better to like the French military. He did not like it one bit. He was born into slavery. And felt slavery. That's what I'm gonna say. He felt slavery. I'm not gonna go into too many details about my brother like that in that kind of way. But he felt the harshness of slavery. Let's just put it like that. God damn it. Okay, continuing on. All right. Oh, so what happened was a free black man bought his freedom, and his name was Shelby Dessalines. I believe I might have slandered his name, but hey, please forgive me, but I believe that's what it is, you know. And so what it is that Dessalines also joined the military as well, and was fight. He was like the protege under Louverture, and so when Louverture didn't return back from France, Dessalines stepped in his place. And so when Dessalines stepped in his place, and when Rochambeau was sent back to do havoc, like how he was doing havoc, Rochambeau will make a point to kill a lot of Haitians and Africans on the island. That was his point, to annihilate. Dessalines matched them for every person that he killed. He killed a French soldier, you know, and anybody that else was against him, he killed them. You know, he didn't play no games, no surrender, no retreat. You dig? For every murder the French did, Dessalines matched. French called 30,000 reinforcement troops, and 25,000 didn't make it. It was the biggest loss in British history. He used nature science and guerrilla warfare for weapons. He was taught not to spare no one, liberty or death. And then he ended up the battle the final battle that won everything took place November 18th, 1803. And that was the battle that pretty much ended it all. You know, that pretty much got Haiti his freedom, and he took over the islands. You dig? 50,000, 50,000. Check this out. 50,000 extra soldiers was called to reinstate slavery. Only 7,000 Dessalines let leave alive. Only 7,000. 50,000 came. On top of that, other additional 30. Remember I said that. Only 7,000 left. The power that we have as a black people was, whew, to send chills up my spine. Just saying. Makes you feel good who you are. You dig? Flip that page. That's right. Haiti Independence Day was declared January 1st, 1804. And the first words, or the first sentence stated, Haiti will have independence from all powers in the universe. Once again, some poetic shit right there. You're not enslaving shit no more. You dig? After all the hell we just went through. Now, not need to say to mention. Let me go back a little bit. I said slavery started in pretty much when Christopher Columbus got there, 1492. So from 1492 all the way to 1803, 300 years. You feel me? 300, a little bit over 300 years. It's a long time. They was fighting, but they fought for their independence. It ain't gonna be an overnight matter. And it's one of the things we're gonna have to come together. We're gonna be forced to come together. You dig? Not only did Haiti declare their independence, but they also helped several other Southern America and additional islands, you know, as well, get their independence from slavery as well. Do your history, check your facts, smoke on that. 1.